to my YouTube channel. My name is Nikki. If this is your first time, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. Please remember to subscribe through the button down below, and please give this video a thumbs up. And if this is not your first time, thank you for always staying. Sorry I haven't been able to post videos last week. I've been really extremely busy. I was shuffling between work and creating content, editing videos just for you. Yeah, so thank you for your patience, and I hope you're gonna enjoy today's video. I would like to show you how to cut a proper bustier for either your top, your blouses, or your dress. So please stay tuned. So guys, firstly, what you're going to do is that if the fabrics you're going to be using is rumpled, make sure you iron it perfectly and make it smooth to avoid you not getting the correct measurement, because sometimes when fabrics are not straightened, you don't get the correct measurements. So make sure it's ironed, both the front and the back. So after that, you make sure that everything is set and okay. This one you see me ironing is the front and the back. I've ironed the front, and this is the back bodice. I've already cut from the shoulder to the waist, that is the half length. So the next thing is to use a warden. This is a soft warden. The white fabric is called soft warning. We have the hard one too, but for this video I'm making use of the soft warden. It helps add volume to the fabric if the fabric is not a thick one and you want it to have volume and very fitted on the body. So when you're done with that, the next thing you're going to do is you know your nipple to nipple measurements, which for me in this measurements is 8. Then I divide it by 2, which is 4. Then I added a sewing allowance ½ inch. That makes it 4.5 inches. So you're going to do the same from the top to the end of that line. You can make use of a ruler if your hand is not straight to get the perfect line so you don't make mistake. When you're done with that, you're going to measure the bust point. The bust point measurement is from the shoulder to the nipple. That's the bust point. The nipple to nipple I mentioned earlier is different from the bust point. So from the shoulder to the nipple is your bust point. Then also you go to the down part, you measure 2 inches away from that 4.5. then you make a curved line joining that 2 inches line to that bust point line. As you can see, I've done that in this video. Then you make that curved line upward to the edge of that fabric like you have seen me done in this video. Then you measure 2 inches downward from that edge to get your curve bust. So that middle line between the lines, the middle space between both lines is going to be the excess you're going to cut out. You see me do that now. So this is the excess I'm talking about. You have to cut this out, or else you won't get the perfect fit of the bustier. So I'm done with that. I hope you get that. So now this is the back bodies. I'm going to be placing the front bodies on the back bodies to cut the neck. Make sure that when you are placing, you don't place on each other. Make sure they are all seated on their own. Don't allow the side of the bust to be sitting on the middle point. Make sure that every part are separated and equal, so you don't have a reduced measurement while you're sewing. Can you see that? So this excess part you're seeing on the back bodies is for the zip allowance. I have left 1.5 inches for the zip allowance because there's going to be a zip at the back of the dress. So now I'm going to be cutting the neck. I'll be using 3 inches for the neck. I don't want a wide or too choked neck. This is just a simple round neck for this dress. So for this curve, if you are not sure of your hand, you can make use of a French curve. Here you can make use of a French curve, but I'll be using my hand because I love using my hand because it's straight. Then you're going to measure for the back also. You're going to be measuring 1.5 inches from the back of the neck because it's not going to be the same measurement with the front. I'll be using 1.5 inches. Some use 2 inches, some use 1.5 inches, depending on how you want it to look like. So I'm going to be curving that also from the edge of that front neckline. I'll be curving it downwards towards the zip allowance. As you can see, I've left the zip allowance and I still get the 3 inches I have measured for the front part. So you're going to go to the shoulder and the armhole. For this dress, I'll be using the measurements the shoulder measurement is 15 and that's 15.5, but I'll be adding a sewing allowance 1/2 inch, that's 8, and I'll do the same thing for the armhole too, the armpits. I have measured 8 inches there. Then I'm going to curve it. Here also you can make use of a French curve. For if you know that your hand is not going to be straight, you can make use of a French curve. So now I have cut out the armhole. As you can see, it's very straight and equal. Then now I'm trying to make sure my measurements are equal and there is no excess. So I want to shape in. I've measured the bust and the waist, so I'm going to be connecting the lines to each other and cut it out. So after that, you're going to be slanting the shoulder because our shoulders are not high. Yeah, our shoulders are not high. So you'll be measuring ½ inch from the edge of that shoulder, like you have seen. Yeah, a ½ inch towards the neck slant. Yes, as you can see. You do the same for the back too. You slant it, so the dress is going to fall and look balanced on the body. It's not going to be looking high, and it's going to affect the neck if it's not balanced on the shoulder. So this is my finished product of the cotton, not the sewing, of the cotton. This is how it's going to look like. For me, I have included my lining to the main fabric. If you can't do that because of beginners, you can cut it separate. You can cut your main fabric first or your lining first if you are not sure, or you use a pattern, a brown paper first to take your measurements, then you place them on the main fabric and lining when you're done. So this is the lining. This is the back bodice. As you can see, I've also cut out the lining together with the back bodice, and this is what it looks like. So this is the down part of the dress. I'm actually making a dress. Like I said, you can cut a bustier for either a dress or a top or blouse. So this is a dress. In another video, I'll be showing you how to make a full dress, but in this video I'm only showing you how to cut a bustier. In the description box in this video, I would share a link where you see me joining a bustier in my previous video, so you can know how to join it together. Welcome back, guys. I hope you have learned at least one or two things from this video. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up, please, and please remember to subscribe if you haven't, and please share with your friends. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Bye bye, see you next time.